Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Steve Kerr's clear message about Amen Thompson's move that hurt Jimmy Butler. Game 2 of the first-round series between the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets was a lopsided affair in favor of Jalen Green and company. The Rockets leveled the series at 1-1 on Wednesday with a 109-94 takedown of Golden State, which could potentially move forward in the series without Jimmy Butler. The six-time NBA All-Star suffered a pelvic injury following a scary fall in the first quarter of Game 2 and missed the rest of the contest. Butler appeared to land on his backside after his legs collided with Rockets forward Amen Thompson while going for a rebound. While many Golden State fans believe that Thompson made an intentionally dirty play, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr seemingly doesn't subscribe to the same notion. "We didn't think there was anything wrong with the play," Kerr said after the game, hat tip Sam Warren of the Houston Chronicle. "It was just one of those plays." Butler is reportedly set to undergo an MRI on Thursday, per Ohm Youngmisuk of ESPN. While Butler's status is unclear, the Warriors may have to prepare themselves for a Butler-less Game 3 at Chase Center in San Francisco. Stephen Curry, as usual, carried most of the load offensively in Game 2, scoring 20 points on 6-for-15 shooting from the floor, but his fellow starters combined for only 23 points, including 8 from Butler. If Butler ends up getting ruled out for Game 3 on Saturday, the likes of Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Buddy Hield and Brandon Podziemski can expect an uptick in minutes and usage to help soften the blow of a potential absence by the former NBA Most Improved Player. Rockets news: Jalen Green assessed flagrant 1 for elbowing Draymond Green. Draymond Green stayed at the center of the action, only this time, he took the hit instead of delivering it. In the fourth quarter of the Warriors' 109-94 Game 2 loss to the Rockets on Wednesday night, Green collided with Houston guard Jalen Green and absorbed a hard foul, flipping his usual role as the enforcer. With just under 8 minutes remaining and the Rockets holding a double-digit lead, Jalen Green collided with Draymond Green as they battled for position. During the exchange, Jalen caught Draymond in the face with an elbow. Officials initially ruled it a personal foul on Jalen, but after reviewing the play, they upgraded it to a flagrant 1. This is the Rockets' first taste of playoff basketball, and for Jalen Green, it marked just his second postseason appearance. Draymond Green, by contrast, has spent over a decade in these moments. He understands the boundaries, knows exactly what's permitted, and uses that experience to push buttons, often drawing younger, less seasoned players into fouls like the one Jalen committed. The Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets have dived into a playoff series that echoes the hard-nosed battles of the 90s. Game 1 delivered just 180 total points, with the Warriors grinding out a 95-point effort to secure the win. Both teams continue to push the pace with intense, physical defense. Jimmy Butler has already suffered an injury, and emotions are running high as this classic-style rivalry intensifies. The Rockets evened the series at 1-1 with a crucial win, and Jalen Green led the charge. After a rough showing in Game 1 where he went just 3-for-15 from the field, he bounced back with 38 points in a massive performance that marked his true playoff breakout. The scuffle with Draymond was part of the storyline, but in a game the Rockets controlled by double digits, it didn't alter the outcome. Still, with the series heading to San Francisco, the challenges for Houston are only going to intensify. The Rockets can't afford to let Draymond Green get under their skin, especially with Dillon Brooks, another key player, carrying his own history of clashes with the Warriors veteran. This series is shaping up to be physical and defense-driven, but Houston needs to stay composed. Giving Golden State extra chances through technicals or unnecessary fouls could swing momentum in a series where every edge matters. Game 2 carried major weight for the Rockets, and they responded with noticeably sharper focus and energy on both ends of the floor. If Houston had dropped Game 2, Golden State would have taken a 2-0 series lead with the next two matchups shifting to their home floor. In that situation, the Rockets would have faced must-win pressure on the road in Game 3 or Game 4 just to extend the series, and would have needed to win both to reclaim home-court advantage before a potential Game 5 back in Houston. Golden State Warriors star forward Jimmy Butler suffered a pelvis contusion during Wednesday night's 109-94 loss to the Houston Rockets in Game 2 of their first-round series. Butler flew separately from the team immediately following this loss to undergo an MRI on Thursday morning in San Francisco. Upon undergoing further imaging on Thursday, it has been determined that Butler suffered a deep glute muscle contusion, league sources told Clutch Points. While this is not the best scenario that could have been presented to the Dubs, the good news is that Butler did not suffer any structural damage and is considered day-to-day with this pelvis injury, sources said. He will be listed as questionable for Game 3 in San Francisco on Saturday. The injury occurred in the late stages of the first quarter in Game 2 when Butler converged in the lane to try and grab a rebound. As he soared high for the rebound, Butler was undercut by Rockets guard Amen Thompson while in the air. Thompson appeared to get his legs tangled up with Draymond Green and Steven Adams, and he tripped into the airborne Warriors star. Butler fell hard to the ground and landed straight on his tailbone. He was in immediate discomfort and pain on the ground before being helped to his feet. Although Butler remained in the game momentarily, making one of his 2 free throw attempts, he was subbed out the next possession. He gingerly walked to the locker room while being escorted by team personnel. Not too long after, the Warriors announced that Butler would miss the remainder of Game 2 with a pelvis contusion. Jimmy Butler suffers pelvic contusion in Warriors loss, status uncertain. The Golden State Warriors' chances of a deep run in the NBA playoffs took a distressing turn Wednesday night when star Jimmy Butler suffered a pelvic contusion after taking a hard fall on a foul by Amen Thompson late in the first quarter and missed the rest of the Warriors' 109-94 loss to the Houston Rockets. Coach Steve Kerr said he wasn't sure if Butler would be available for Game 3 on Saturday. He's scheduled to have an MRI exam Thursday. Hopefully Jimmy will be able to play, but if not, we've got to go through our options and put together a plan, Kerr told reporters. The Warriors have a .481 winning percentage without Butler, per ESPN. Butler suffered the injury when Thompson was pushed into his legs as he jumped to try and grab a rebound. Both players crashed to the court in the collision, but Butler stayed down longer than Thompson. He eventually got up and slowly walked to the other end of the court to shoot free throws. Butler made one of 2 and was soon taken out of the game and immediately headed to the locker room. Kerr doesn't believe that Thompson meant to hurt Butler. "We didn't think there was anything wrong with the play," Kerr said. "It was just one of those plays." Butler, who had 3 points and 2 rebounds before leaving, had 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in Golden State's 95-85 win in Game 1. "Jimmy always says he's going to be fine," Kerr said. "But we have to wait to see with the MRI." Golden State's Brandon Podziemski, who sat out for much of the first half dealing with a stomach ailment, returned in the third quarter. Kerr said before the game that the starting guard was struggling with a stomach problem because of something he ate and said afterward that he received an 4 at halftime. Forbes Daily. Join over 1 million Forbes Daily subscribers and get our best stories, exclusive reporting and essential analysis of the day's news in your inbox every weekday. And you fan? What do you think about Jimmy Butler's situation? Write to us in the comments.